to the Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity, led by Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr., fellow public servants from the national government, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, distinguished guests and advocates of peace, most especially our Gawad Kapayapaan awardees. Good afternoon, isang mapayapang hapon po sa ating lahat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to congratulate OPAPRU for the resounding success of the 21st National Peace Consciousness Month celebration. From the ringing of the peace bell commemorating peace accords to organizing peace caravans and fairs, you have truly brought to life the spirit of meaningful dialogue and collective action that defines our nation's journey toward lasting peace and progress. This year's theme, Mapayapang Bukas, Abot Kamay sa Bagong Pilipinas, underscores our commitment to making genuine peace a live reality for all Filipinos, including future generations. I am proud to reaffirm that since the administration of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. took office, we have witnessed significant progress in the country's peace and development, as reflected in the enhanced quality of life of our communities and our improved standing in the Global Peace Index. According to the 2025 report of the world's leading measure of global peacefulness, the Philippines climbed 6 spots to 105th out of 163 countries, marking the country's best ranking in 8 years. This also shows how far we have come since placing 125th on 2022, reflecting improvements in peace levels across societal safety and security, the resolution of domestic and international conflicts, and the degree of militarization. As a proud daughter of Mindanao, I have always strived to ensure that the collective voice of our people is heard in shaping our peace and development agenda. And so, I am deeply grateful to be entrusted with multiple roles in public service as your Budget Secretary, as co-chairperson of the Intergovernmental Relations Body, and now as a 2024 Gawad Kapayapaan awardee. Each of these roles has given me the honor and responsibility of advancing our shared dream of a peaceful and prosperous nation. Following PBBM's directive to fast-track the rehabilitation of Marawi, I personally visited the city in July together with 5 other cabinet secretaries to meet with BARM ministers and sign various MOAs and MOUs that will pave the way for the construction, repair, and turnover of vital facilities essential to the city's recovery. We also turned over 41 ambulances from the Department of Health to strengthen Marawi's emergency medical service capabilities. And earlier this month, during the 23rd IGRB meeting, the national and Bangsamoro governments discussed matters crucial to sustaining peace in the country, the accomplishments of the 7 IGR mechanisms, and Sulu's transition from BARM to Region 9, among others. On top of this, we have also signed the MOA on the administration and management of the Hajj mission for 2026 and beyond, a testament to our commitment to upholding peace, faith, and development. Moreover, we are also supporting the entire country's peace and development through significant budget allocations. Under the proposed 6.793 trillion national budget for fiscal year 2026, we have allocated 7.28 billion for OPAPRU to support them in continuously managing, integrating, and supervising the implementation of the country's comprehensive peace process. Meanwhile, we have provided some 6.34 billion pesos for the Payapa at Masaganang Pamayanan, Pamana Peace and Security Convergence Program. This amount will be distributed to OPAPRU, Department of Social Welfare and Development, PhilHealth, and National Commission on Indigenous Peoples to implement various socio-economic and development interventions in conflict-affected and conflict-vulnerable areas. I am happy to share that just this May, we have approved the release of the Special Allotment Release Order amounting to over 1.4 billion for the implementation and monitoring of Pamana program as mandated by the 2025 General Appropriations Act. This ensures the timely delivery of services that are essential in ensuring human security in the region. Additionally, 918 million will be provided for the normalization program in Bangsamoro to facilitate the peaceful and inclusive reintegration of former combatants into the mainstream society. As mandated by the Bangsamoro Organic Law, BARM will be appropriated with 93.98 billion pesos for its annual block grant, 5 billion for its Special Development Fund for the rebuilding, rehabilitation, and development of the conflict-affected communities, and some 5.6 billion pesos for its share in taxes, fees, and charges collected in the region. Through these budget allocations, we are fulfilling our promise of creating conditions and an environment necessary for peace to thrive. However, sustaining peace requires more than resources. It also calls for meaningful participation of women and dialogue among all sectors of our society. And so, I am honored to work alongside empowered women and advocates to advance the Women, Peace, and Security agenda by harnessing the power of dialogue as a pathway to peace. Last year, we marked a historic milestone by hosting the first ever International Conference on WPS, which led the groundbreaking initiatives including the adoption of the Pasay Declaration and the establishment of the WPS Center of Excellence. This year, I am thrilled to invite you to the National Conference on WPS this October, recognizing the transformative impact of regional collaboration to uphold the WPS agenda. I believe it is now time to bring the momentum closer to home by anchoring the WPS localization within the framework of open governance principles. Because, as we all know, peace is most accessible when it is rooted in transparency, inclusivity, and shared responsibility. As we nurture peace within our borders, we are equally committed to making the Philippines a shining example of peace and good governance globally. Just recently, we engaged with the United Arab Emirates through the Government Experience Exchange Forum to share best practices and co-create impactful government initiatives that promote excellence and competitiveness in public service. Building on this momentum, we are now preparing for the hosting of the 48th ASEAN Summit, the country's largest international event for 2026. We will take this opportunity to foster deeper dialogue and cooperation among Southeast Asian nations and advance peace and prosperity across the region. Indeed, the peace we celebrate today is just the beginning. It is a golden spark, one that we must nurture and protect so it continues to shine as a guiding light, not just today, but for the generations to come. Naway hindi magtapos dito ang ating selebrasyon at maging simula ito ng mas aktibong partisipasyon ng bawat isa upang higit na mapangalagaan at mapagyaman pa ang ating kapayapaan. Sama-sama nating isulong ang bagong Pilipinas, isang bayan kung saan ang kapayapaan ay bunga ng sapat na suporta at pondo, bukas na dialogo at matibay na pagkakaisa ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang isang mapayapang bagong Pilipinas. Wabillahi taufiq walidaya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.